Hi, I'm John Davis, host of the television series MotorWeek. Thanks for joining me on what will be, I hope, the first of many segments where I have a chance to talk to you one-on-one about what's going on in the automotive industry, things that we don't normally get to do on our television series. We're calling this JD's Motoring Week, and it's kind of a current event wrap-up, and you can let us know what you think of them and whether you'd like to see more of them by leaving comments below. Okay, we're recording this on the 11th of March 2020. There's a lot going on in the automotive industry right now, and of course a lot of it, not all of it, is related to the coronavirus scare that's gripping the world, I would think would be safe to say. If you basically have been up on what's going on as far as auto shows, you know that the Geneva International Motor Show, which was scheduled for March, was abruptly canceled. Just yesterday we found out that the New York International Auto Show, scheduled for April, has been moved to August. And when you put that with the fact that the annual Detroit Auto Show, which normally happens in January, is now happening in June, you have to wonder whether or not auto shows are really viable anymore. This is on top of hearing that some manufacturers have been pulling out of auto shows, both big and small. Well, I have two minds on that. I can understand if an automaker decides that the millions of dollars they might spend on a fancy reveal for the media is not money well spent when they only really have our attention for maybe 20 minutes to a half hour at a press conference before we move on to the next manufacturer. I get that. They can spend that money on an event where they invite us somewhere, they have us there for a day or two, and they have our undivided attention, and they can get certainly more details of the vehicle across. However, when they don't come to auto shows, they're leaving the consumers in a lurch. And the evidence is consumers still like auto shows. This year's Chicago Auto Show had extremely high attendance. The Washington Auto Show I was at, the same there. I hear other folks talk about their local auto shows. The attendance is good, but they wonder why some manufacturers haven't shown up. I don't know. It seems to me that the manufacturers maybe don't realize that auto shows are important for consumers. It's where they get a chance to come in and try on, really, the vehicles and compare them back to back, which they can't do anywhere else. So I would encourage consumers to continue going to the auto shows. I do think manufacturers that have pulled out, might be thinking about coming back, maybe in a less grandiose way. They can do something for the media all they want, but they can't forget the consumer. You are the lifeblood of their business, and I think for that reason, auto shows will remain a mainstay in the car marketing world, at least for a little while longer. Other big news in the past week or so, General Motors announced their bold new battery initiative. They're calling this battery system Ultium. They've got a number of vehicles that are coming out with this new system, including, as we've heard, an electric Hummer pickup truck and an SUV as well, several Cadillacs, a couple of Chevrolets. This system, though, is a new modular electric platform and propulsion system. It's basically one that can be upsized or downsized depending on the vehicle, whether it's tall or low to the ground. They're promising a very high mileage, up to 400 miles or more, depending on the battery technology as it continues to progress. A big important takeaway from their press releases and press conference is they believe that they've gotten the cost in a battery pack system for 1 kilowatt hour down to about $100 and maybe going lower. That's significant because that's kind of the level where a lot of experts have said electric cars will become cost competitive with internal combustion engine vehicles. That's where they say they're at, and they're going lower. Now, I know that for most people, for electric cars to be practical, they have to have very long range, they have to be able to fill up very quickly with the juice, and they also have to have a lot of chargers in various places that you can get to easily when you're taking trips or just doing chores. That's all coming. It's not here now. I'm not sure how quickly all of those situations will be solved, but the industry is moving towards full-scale electrification one way or the other. I don't think it's going to eliminate internal combustion engine cars, but I do think with initiatives like this new one from GM, battery electric cars are going to become highly competitive, at least as a second and third car, and probably in not too short a time as a first car as well. Well, I think that covers a lot of what's been going on, at least the high points of the last couple of weeks. If you like JD's Motoring Week, please leave your comments below. Whether we do more of these will depend entirely on you. It's been my pleasure having a chance to give you some of my personal viewpoints on what's going on in the automotive world. Meanwhile, be sure to catch MotorWeek wherever you want to watch it, whether it's on your tablet, your phone, on television. We're on public TV stations across the country, and in addition to that, we're on the Motor Trend cable network. You, of course, can always recap our road tests and all of our features here on our MotorWeek YouTube channel. Till next time, I'm John Davis. Thanks for being a part of MotorWeek.